Hello everyone and thanks for hanging out with me. It's Let's Talk EV almost every Sunday. It has been pretty stable with Sundays, eh? The last many weeks that we did this on Sunday, huh? I hope you're all good. There was just 40 people here, now they all left. Why is everyone leaving? Now it's 17. It's fine. You see me, then you leave. Hey David, who Photostorm is here. A lot of Patreons and members are here. You see members when they have different colors. So that's always good. Much better image today. Yeah. Like I have influence on that, and an iPhone doesn't make it better. Hey Lars Peter, hi Grow M, everyone's here. That's cool. I hope you're all doing good. As usual, happy Easter, that's true. As usual, we talk about some news and then what happened this week's on 5G now. Yeah, that didn't make it any better, the whole 5G thing, but it didn't cost more, so who cares. Got my ID3 last Thursday with software 3.0. Cool, that's nice. Work tomorrow. No, I have tomorrow off. Yay! Yeah, I had the pleasure with an ID3 with 3.0 for the last week. I don't know when the car was built, but I'm guessing the last 2-3 months. Hello. Any plans to test Toyota? I asked Toyota and they didn't reply, so I guess not. That's just a guess. It's just if they don't reply to anything, then I doubt it. Let's go through some news first, and then we talk what happened last week, what will happen this week. Where are we? We need the right screen here. There we go. Put this up first. Mercedes achieved with the EQXX, you know, the amazingly prototype, the amazingly efficient car, 1,000 kilometers, and it said in traffic. So I'm guessing it was, first of all, it was warm, so around the Côte d'Azur, as I see. What is it? And the average consumption was 8.7, so 87 watt hours per kilometer. That's pretty good. And they drove 140 a few times, but they want to achieve the 1,000 kilometers, and I'm pretty sure they tested that before. So if they, drove 140 for a second and then right back and downhill, if it's downhill and then you accelerate to 140 very slowly, I think you can achieve it. But again, it's amazing that they could do it with this car. As far as I know, there is no plans of having this car ever in production. Then, that's interesting. Volkswagen is planning on doing improvements on MEB platform, and I read a few things. They want to achieve at some point 200 kilowatts of charging and 700 kilometers of range. I have no idea how they want to do that. And they want to increase the acceleration from the all-wheel drive models. For example, the ID4 and ID5 GTX have right now 6.3 seconds, and they want to get to 5.5. I don't know how they're gonna do that, if it's with software, if they put different battery in there or a motor that is more efficient. I have no idea. What does it say? 170. Yeah, that will be, of course, normal, that the 200 kilowatt is not the whole time. It will be a peak and then go down. That's how it is. But interesting that they're working on it, and that's good. Not just stand still, not just bring out a car and then be fine with it. Then Renault has stopped production of the Megane for 1.5 weeks. I know that they're a big delay. I know that you cannot order a Zoe, a Twingo, a Dacia Spring, or I hit myself, or a Megane right now at all. And the Megane is delayed, the delivery. What do I want to say? I asked at some point if I can a dealer if I can drive a Megane, and they said so far it's delayed to beginning of June. So that's a while to go. Next, Volkswagen started online that you can start leasing an electric car from their website. And I saw this news a few days ago, and I went right to the website and I couldn't see where to do it. Maybe it's now. Maybe it took a day more. Maybe it was just an announcement and then they did it. I haven't been there yet. But ID4, ID5, ID3, you can, or I think it was just ID4, ID5. Where was it? Doesn't say. But you can do the whole leasing thing and everything online. That's a cool thing. Next, iWays U5 will get an 11 kilowatt charger. Before it was a 6.6 one phase. That means in Germany only 3.6 because that's the max you can do in Germany with that. Except on a charger, of course, but at home. And that's cool. I asked iWays, and it's interesting for a press car, but nothing happened. They said we'll get back to you, and nothing happened. And it's interesting because the Aura Cat or CIT Kate, I don't know how do you say that. It's the same distributor in Germany for both cars. That's nice. Then next, Tesla is now again taking orders for the Roadster 2. That's cool. Power. Interesting. It's an amazing car. It looks great, and the power and everything. We'll see when this will be done. It will take a bit, and that's just normal. I mean, every car maker right now, it takes a bit, but cool. ID bus, what is with this? Yeah, ID bus you can now order at the dealership, right? Stockman, that was the guy. I talked to people about, and I couldn't remember his name. What does it mean? I don't even know what that means. We close that. Next thing, that the EQS SUV has been teased and will be have a debut in 2 days. So that's cool. What do we see? It's just the SUV on the EQS base, I guess. Same interior. I haven't driven EQS yet. I'm always asking. Yeah, it was the Maybach concept at the Frankfurt Motor Show. Oh my god, with the 23-inch wheels, I saw that. Oh my god. Then ID Bus is driving around autonomously in Munich. They have all those self-driving stuff on there and driving around. Look at that. That's interesting. Look what's on there here. I don't know if it's on a public road, but cool, cool, cool. Next, BMW i7 is teased because this will be shown on April the 20th. When is that? Thursday, Wednesday, I think. That's the stuff. It wouldn't be a car that I would be interested in, and it doesn't look great. It looks pretty boring, but people like that. And the same as the A6 from Audi will come as an electric car. This will come too. Then we come to Ionity. What happened? One new charger in France has started building. What went live? Two in Spain. Two in Spain went live. Let's go to the map. Let's see, anything new that we know? Somebody asked about south of France. Well, it's pretty good here. I think so. Looks good. And what went live in Spain? I think it was this one that went live. Yeah, and this is still not live. Been there for a long time. Cool, cool, cool. Get back to the chat. What are you saying? New church in South France. I ordered last Christmas. Had luck last Christmas. So 4 months ago. Cool. If you're watching kind of like bird watching Scottsdale on a Saturday night, bought a couple of each. ID4s, Audi e-trons, check e-pace, I-pace, mach-e's, 2 Taycans, Turbo S, and it's Scottsdale. Cool. Wow, you're lucky. Ordered 2nd November, as far as I can tell. My delivery date is moved to November 22. Which country are you in? Yes, they drove behind you. Okay, they have pictures and videos. Did you really? What's the shop? What's in the shop? Yeah, my shop doesn't work. So since I had the car with 3.0 since Monday, no, Tuesday I got the car, and the shop even today didn't work. When I was at the ID5, a photo shoot that was in Hikes. When was that? November, October? I can't remember. When I was there, it said in the shop were a few things, but there was also there was Spotify and maybe it was iTunes, or the Timber, or what the name of that is. No, Timble, whatever the other music thing. I don't know. That was in there, but I haven't seen it, and I didn't mention the shop big when I was in Wolfsburg when they announced the 3.0 software. Do you know if the Cupra Born will get the same updates as the Volkswagen ID3? It will get the same software, but I'm pretty sure not all features. So as right now, you see, I don't know if it will get the self-parking thing and everything, or if you get the exact same update that the state of charge in the instrument cluster, and so I have no idea. Hate the peak kilowatt hour has turned into a USB. The charge curve is way more important. Yeah, but that's how they do it. Folks, with a 77, who's still engine 107. Ah, you had the small motor on the middle battery. Okay. Is there Spotify, Apple Music? Like I said, it would be in the shop. Will you review the camper version of the ID Bus when it comes out? I'd be interested in a full interior review. I hope I get invited to the ID Bus media drive. That should be somewhere in the fall. We'll see. No, it isn't, but I can use Android Auto. Tidal, that was it. Not Timble, Tidal was it. That was in there, but this was in like I said, in November. Who knows if this is now. Fastnet use with auto charge for first time this month. Every network should try to enable this also. That's cool. I get that the plug-in charge is a big thing. It sounds nice, but I'm honest. Where I charge, so I charge at a 50 kilowatt charger very close to work, and I charge at Ionity, and I have my card always there, especially on a long trip. I just leave it somewhere in the car. I get there, do this, it takes 3 seconds longer. So for me, that's not a big thing. For me, it would be worse when the car only has WeCharge. I charge somewhere else where WeCharge is extremely expensive, and I have to and by mistake I plug in and then I have to stop the charge and then do it again. That would be horrible. Or if I have two cards saved in the car, which I doubt that Volkswagen will do that. I'm pretty sure it has to be WeCharge and it will stay that way. Where was I? And I think that the selection what to use to charge is the same as just using the card. That's not how I did it. Hi, I'll drop in and out. Hey, working as usual. You poor guy. It's a holiday tomorrow. Are you happy with it? Who are you asking? Him or me? When you use he's asking if profiles is saving the position of the head-up display. I have no idea. I haven't tried it. I don't know. Sorry. That wasn't in the... We didn't talk about that. I don't know. ID3 Pro Performance 150 kilowatt will be the first own car. That's the stuff. We're already at the end of May. Set the long delivery times as usual, so probably no car before June 2023. Yeah, I think so too. Unless stuff ramps up. You know, chip shortage and then wiring harnesses come. I think then the times go down pretty fast. If as usual. Okay, what happened last week? Last week was work, and now it's Easter weekend. I had the Volvo C40. Volvo C40 twin motor. That was a lot of fun with 300 kilowatt power, that 408 horsepower. That was a lot of fun. And I had, like I said, the ID3 Pro performance with the new software 3.0. I tested a bit, drove this week. There are a few things that are not amazing. I had 2 bugs right at the second day, and it was horrible that I couldn't turn off the steering wheel heater at one point, and that Android Auto wouldn't work and wouldn't work. It worked the first day, and then the second day, something that because of the steering wheel heater, I made a reboot of the infotainment system, and then Android Auto didn't work. But then a few days later, it worked again. Card for plug-in charge should be saved in charge operator account, not in car. But it's communicating with the car. Don't you think it should be like that? It will be like that. Let's say it like this. And the other thing I have that is extremely annoying with 3.0, and it bugs the crap out of me, and I hope that with OBD11 we can turn that off, because otherwise I'm throwing the car out. It has, you know that with Android Auto, whoever uses it, maybe it's in Apple CarPlay as well, when you click around a few times, then you get a thing, hey, you're not concentrating on the road. You have a pause, and this is now in the infotainment system as well of Volkswagen cars. So and some menus, when you go in, cell phone, reconnecting, like I said, when Android Auto didn't work and I wanted to reconnect or whatever, you just can't get in there while you drive. The same today, I drove with the car, I had navigation, and I put in first I tried voice control, and they said voice control should be amazing now. I don't see any difference, I'm sorry. I know I'm making it bad right now. But I'm not a fan of voice control at all, and every car I had, I tried voice control, and it's never good. And I don't see a difference. I said navigate to Ionity, and then it said I don't have internet connection right now, but in the car it said 3 bars 4G. So okay, then I put in Ionity. It showed many chargers, but I couldn't see which one was mine. So I tried to zoom in the map where the charger is that I want. I knew where it is, and I couldn't do it because every time when I wanted to increase the map, so zoom in, it said, hey, you can't do that while driving. Take pain, you know, look at the road or whatever. It's so freaking annoying. I hate that. Ah. I don't care about state of charge in my instrument cluster. I rather don't have this warning. Ugh. Voice control is very good. I don't see any difference. It was like it always was. It does its thing, but I'm not using it because it's too annoying. It never knows exactly what I mean, and at that time I can only do it by hand. So I'm cold, then it does it 1 degree cold, warmer. I can do that with 2 presses there. The same with seat heater on and whatever. I just do it with the 2 presses before hello ID, my seat heater on too. Then thinking, ding, seat heater is on or whatever. This takes 5 seconds, and this time I already did this, so I don't get it. I'm sorry. But you shouldn't use touchscreens while driving. I know, but I do, and I don't care. I will still do that. If I need to find something, I don't want to stop and do that. I don't care. It's good that they can do that, but they should make it that you can turn it off. And I hope that OBD11 has that, because this will annoy the crap out of me. I know that already. Big time. Every time I drove this week, it annoyed me, because of course I'm testing something, doing something. I was doing it in English, not in Bavarian or German. I have the car in English, and I did everything in English, and I didn't use German street names or whatever, so I know that this could cause problems. I just said navigate to Ionity, to navigate to the next charger or whatever. Thank you for your videos. You have helped me make the decision to buy the ID3. No! 3 weeks in and loving the driving experience. That's good. Yeah, it drives great, huh? Yeah. That is true. Also, what I noticed on the car today, on the ID3 that I had, even though it wasn't cold and I had it in sport mode and I was at 60% state of charge, I couldn't get full power. It was always like 95% or whatever. Even, and then I did the YOLOing to heat up the battery because I did the charging test, and still it didn't, I don't know. I didn't like that. And the region felt a tiny bit different too. I don't like change, but I didn't like the change from 2.1 to 2.32. I like the look of 2.1. Preferred that to 2.3. Well, that's how it is. Yeah, then what else did I do with the car with 3.0? I charged today. I put it at the Ionity charger. I arrived with 4%, 8 kilometers of range, drove it down, and then charged from 4% to 98 or so, something like this. I haven't put in the data. I put the video on my computer yet. But I have to see if the charging curve is exactly the same as the Cupra Born that I had in November, and it looked like very similar, but I have to see it, and I think it's the same. And then we know navigation with control only consistently works for me when I tell to navigate to an address. That's good. Like I said, I don't use it because I rarely navigate to address. I don't know, I navigate mostly with Google Maps, or I do it in the app and send it to the car, something like this. Do you think Volkswagen can add a real one-pedal mode via over-the-air update? They're making more and more devices in the car update over-the-air capable. They can do that, but they won't. ID3, ID4 rear-wheel drive will never get full one-pedal driving. Okay, Chris, sup? It's all fine, man. What's up? Yeah, I'm totally perky here, huh? Yeah, it was. I had a horrible weekend. I wasn't feeling that well, but I'm okay today. What did I just say? Yeah, with the one pedal drive will not come because they explained to me that ID3 with rear wheel drive, how the car is. Other cars can do it, but ID3 can't. And ID4, that when the rear wheels have too much braking power on a slippery road, the car can spin, and they don't want that. That's why it's not coming. Why they don't do it on the all-wheel drive, I don't know. Or why they don't do it as Volvo. Volvo has amazing, I have the C40 in the garage. It will get picked up tomorrow. I'm sad. I love the Volvo C40. It had one extreme thing that I hated big time, and that's why I would never buy the car, and there will be a like-dislike video. Just one thing, but it's extremely important to me, and that's why I could never get it, buy it. But other than that, it's an amazing car. And one thing is one pedal driving. And what Volvo does, and it's amazing, and it's a great idea. Sorry, burping away. It is, they have a lot of regen with all-wheel drive with the two motors. But even when you're at 100%, you have the exact same feeling with regen, because the friction brakes are simulating your regen. So it doesn't matter if you're at 100% or 10%, it feels the same. Yeah, that's I know that. Kia EV6 rear-wheel drive, one-pedal drive, no problem. They can do it, but it's the balance of the car, and it's not possible. And I've noticed with the ID3 that when it's slippery and you get full of the accelerator pedal, the car, the rear tires are passing you. That happens, and that's why they can't do that. In a different car, but ID3 doesn't work. Where are we? Having a real one-pedal driving with only rear motor may also cause safety issue. With 100% brake balance of the rear, they would need to automatically activate the front brakes to compensate. Yeah, why not? Do it! I thought the Cupra Born already has a percentage state of charge in the driver's display and does not need to wait for 3.0. My the one that I had in November did not have state of charge in the instrument cluster. Sounds like hot air from Volkswagen. You just need to allow it to go from 5 kilometers an hour to 0. That has nothing to do with safety and drift. Well, what you mean is creep and not, so no creep and not regen, because a lot of cars have one pedal driving but still creep. Yeah. I'm getting 260 miles of range at 80%. I thought there was something wrong, but drove 190 miles, still had 71 left. I drive in B mode because I live in a city. Yes, that's okay. 260 miles is a lot at 80%. You drive very slow and carefully and with no heat. Cool. I get, my God. What do I get? Oh, I get Lost Peter messages, as always. Ooh, an ID4 in the house. GTX, cool. Looks good. In white. Where's my ID3? Yeah, I have 213 kilometers at 76%. What's 213 kilometers in miles? 170? Something like this. So way less. I drive a bit more sporty. I want to feel something. When do you think the ID3 will get a facelift? 2023 model year? I thought this should come soon. I thought people were talking about it, that the interior should be different and everything. It should be more like the ID bus with wood and everything. Volvo and Polestar works the same for one pedal drive. I love my Polestar. Yeah, it's true. Polestar can do it too. Is Polestar not front wheel drive? Front wheel drive is something different. I thought Polestar and the Volvo single motor is front wheel drive. In BMO, my ID3 will go to 5 kilometers an hour. They just need to allow it to go to 0. Then I have one pedal drive. For me, one pedal drive means a bit more. It means a bit more regen to get down and not just a bit of regen. And then if you want to stop, you need to press the brake. That for me is one pedal driving, when I never have to go off the accelerator pedal. And Volvo does that perfectly. The Model Y and Model 3 does that perfectly. Facelift end May, June. Is there any news estimate on ID3 GTX? My ID3 list will end in 2 years. I'm wondering if I may be released by then. There's no news, nothing, no announcement. There was just talk about it, and maybe if the market wants it. And then I talked to a few people, and they said a few things that I didn't like. Because I was like, I want this and this and this, and they said, most likely it will be more this and this, and I was like, then I'm not so interested. Yeah, we'll see. But we'll see. There were rumors of 2023 for the ID3 facelift just as my car gets delivered, probably. I have 235 kilometers at 58%. Again, I don't drive economically. I couldn't care less. That's not my thing. I want to get to the destination. I drive 110 on the country road, 130, 140 on the highway, and I accelerate and pass cars. I want to feel something. Hey, Jill is here. How's my IKEA boy doing? Yes, I also heard a 12-inch infotainment system in the ID3 like the Cupra Born. Also the interior with no glossy piano styling. Correct. Yes, it's been very warm this last week, so have not needed the heating. Yeah, that's also difference. I need heat every morning. We drive to work at 6:30. It's right now 1 or 2 degrees in the morning. I still need to do that. Greetings to all Volkswagen employees watching us tonight. Yeah, that's true. A friend at Volkswagen told me, hey, I watched your stream last week. Not saying who it is. He tells me a lot of good things. He's a nice guy. I get a lot of info and very, very nice treatment, I have to say. They're very, very nice to me. Since I complain, no, I got extreme great treatment in the beginning when I got my ID3. Then after 6 months, it got a bit down. Then I complained, nothing happened, and then I complained again, and then they forwarded me to someone else, and now it's great again. Oh God. I'm very interested to see how the ID3 compares with the new Smart 1. The specs look very promising. That's true. I looked at the specs of the Smart 1 as well. That number one. That looks very interesting. Sadly, I wasn't invited, but Mercedes doesn't like me, so they don't invite me. The same with the i7, and what else is coming this week? EQS SUV, so BMW i7. I didn't get invited. That's okay. That's how it is. Volkswagen fanboy as always. Nice Volkswagen guy. Tell me how I can be a genuine guinea pig for station wagon. I'm okay testing and getting discount. Yeah, I'm looking forward for that too. And it's true. Something else happened this week. Jill is here. I was doing a range test with the Volvo C40. Yeah, I wanted to put that video live today. I forgot. That's true. I wanted to do that today. Yeah, I forgot. I was at AHM in Freising. That's a car dealership. They gave me a Zoe once and a Polestar 2 Performance once for a day. And I was... I know that they have MG there. And I asked them, I know that they had the Model R, and I asked them, can I test the car? So can I get it for a day, do a range test and everything? And they said, okay, we have to ask MG because it's not our car. It's MG owns the car. And then MG told them, no, you cannot test the car. You get a press car from us. I asked them, when do I get a press car? Sorry, there's a lot of demand. You are on the waiting list. And Marvel R, when was that? In fall? So 6 months ago? Nothing. So I don't think so. Did you notice any difference in the heating efficiency with 3.0? No. I didn't see any efficiency difference in consumption, heating. Only the battery heater will be different, but it's not that cold that the battery will be that cold that there would be something. I thought you were friends with the Chinese. No, sadly not. But so I drove to AHM because I knew and I wanted to see the Model R for myself. I haven't seen that yet. I made a little video. There was the new ZS EV there with the bigger battery, the 72 kilowatt hour battery, and there was an MG5 there, so the station wagon. Look cool. It did. This is, I think it was the first car, the first electric car, not SUV, that didn't look electric at all. You looked at it and you thought, it's just a normal station wagon. It's an ice car. I like that, I have to say. Will test the heat bump during ice alligator. The ID3 will be picked up tomorrow, and my car doesn't have a heat bump. So no, not tomorrow, on Tuesday. So then the Volvo and the ID3 are gone. I only had it for a week. Can you turn lane assist off in the ID3 software update 3.0? Yes, you can turn it off, but it will turn on every time you restart the car because that's mandatory in the EU. UK windy roads aren't as wide as smooth as German roads. But you can watch my video with OBD11. I don't know how to put that in here. Because in my ID3 I have it permanently off. There's a setting you can do. But you need the Pro account. How much did it cost? You need the device and then the Pro account. I think, was it 100 euros or 80 euros? I can't remember. But then you can switch some things, and one of them was, I switched to 3 things. One was the lane assist, then I switched that the online offline mode is gone, and something else that I don't tell you because it's none of your business. Do you know, or rather did you test if the charging speed at low temperature changed with 2.4 or 3.0? I did not test it because it wasn't that cold. And as far as I know, with 2.4 you get, with AC charging, also battery heating. I don't know how it's planned, so if you charge the car, will it preheat the battery right away, or do you have to say something? With DC charging, it should do that since 2.3. So since 2.3, DC charging should also heat up the battery but I never seen it that it does it, but it should do that. The Cupra Born I test drove, and the one in YouTube videos in rear hand drive does show battery percentage in the driver's display. It was one of the differences I noticed in my test drive. Yeah, that's cool. I don't have that. So, but again, I drove it in November. Maybe they had an update since then. The thing I love and should not be underestimated is the rear-wheel drive of the ID3. A lot of EVs are front-wheel drive, and the steering is vague and lacks feeling. The ID3 fills me with confidence. That's totally correct. I love it too. Since I drove the ID3, it was the first not all-wheel drive car that had rear-wheel drive that I drove and instantly loved it, because when you drive a Kona, e-Niro or whatever with front-wheel drive and you floor it, and I do that a lot, I'm sorry, I floor my ID3 a lot. I would say when I go to work, when I go to work, not a lot, maybe once, but when I go home, I pass 2-3 cars, I go up the hill where there's 2 lanes, right, I floor it for 10-15 seconds, and it's just way better when you don't feel anything in your steering. It's just amazing. Hello, does Apple or Android navigation also work in the driver's or head-up display? It works in the driver's display, that has been since always. So you get the info in the instrument cluster driver's display. You get it in the head-up display in the bottom, but not in the augmented reality part. Still not with 3.0. If you use OBD11, do you have to leave the device plugged in permanently? Do you program and unplug the device? You program and unplug. You plug in, connect. It takes a bit. I made a whole video about it in English and in German. Then you change your settings. You can see the settings with a normal account, but with the Pro account you can change things. And then it's programmed, and then it's forever there. You can take the device out. You can sell it until there's a new software on the car. So when I get 2.4 software, it will be gone. And when I get 3.0 software, it will be gone again. But the Pro account is for a year. Did you know you will rarely achieve VLW advertised by manufacturers, also never charge up to 100%? All new to me. I get WLTP range a lot in my range tests with 90 kilometers an hour. And I think this is normal driving for a normal person if it's not uphill and whatever, and not in the winter. I think you can get WLTP range with almost every car if you don't floor it all the time. If you drive normal and if it's not up the hill, down the hill, stuff like that. I think you can do that. And never charge to 100%. You can, but not every day. If you do it once a week, that's fine. And the most important thing is not the charging to 100%. The most important thing is not leaving it at 100%. So you can charge to 100%, but then when it is at 100%, you should drive and not leave it parked for days and days at 100%. That's the main thing. My Cooper Born does not have percentage in instrument cluster, only below 10%, delivered in February, no software update yet. See? So what's your next car? I have no idea. I'm totally honest, I have no idea. I really don't know. I think, I don't know yet, I want to talk to Next Move at some point, next year, that maybe I get a contract where I have the abo, what they have, where every month or so I get a different car or so, but I have to make a deal with them how that is, and I have to think about it. Do I want that? Because I don't want to. The next move. It's a German car rental for electric cars. ID3, a panoramic roof noise issue killing me. Really? Do you have an issue with that? I had two ID3s, no, one ID3, no, two ID3s, and I tested one ID4 with a panoramic roof. I never heard anything. But in my own car, I don't have it because I don't want that anyways. I'm not a fan of panoramic roof. Ooh, yeah. First of all, my frame rate is off. Turn that off. Better. I have to zoom in a bit. Oh, by the way, something that's different. People here with ID3 and panoramic roof, when you open the cover for the panoramic roof, does it go from front to the back or from back to the front? Or can it do both? I want to know. Huh. Yeah, and what I said, that I want to have a deal with Next Move. Maybe I get it cheaper, but I will see how they are with this. Maybe they're totally against this. I would love, because I can put this in my tags then. And the second thing is front to back. Front to back. Yeah, in the new ID3 that I have, it goes from back to front. I was totally shocked because I wanted to open it, so I did the motion from the front to the back. Nothing happens. And I was like, why is this not working? I tried it so many times, and then I put it in front, and it worked. Huh. Hello from España. Are you already in holidays? I thought you go on holidays in June. You do a lot of holidays there. Did you drive? Darren, I've only had my ID3 family since March 5th. That's cool. And you like it? Right-hand drive was for right-hand drive. Yeah, I thought so. Hey, Darren. Again, visiting Chris' favorite sex shop. Yeah, it was so funny. Oh my god. Yeah, but the first improvement, facelift imminent with the sunroof thing. Yeah, but no, you cannot open the glass or whatever. It's just the cover for the thing. That's the only thing I've seen. With Next Move, the only problem that I see is I don't want to get to Munich all the time. So I want them to deliver the car, but I have to know how much that costs. So if this is 50 euros a month, I'm fine with this. If this is 200 euros a month, I'm not fine with it. Spain, you mean colonized cost? Flew to Benidorm. What, Donegal? That's in Ireland, eh? Are we allowed to speak about cars other than ID3 for this live session? Of course! Go talk! I'm just here answering questions. You can talk about whatever you want when I know what it's about. I don't know everything though. Hey Jill, the shop was asking about Chris. His loyalty card is expiring. It's good. Oh my god. We can talk about ID4, ID5 too. Yes. And other Volkswagen. Oh my god. Loving the ID3. Also turning off lane assist every time is a pain. Also used to doing that in my previous Ioniq anyway. Yeah, but you had a button then. Now you have to go to the menu, 3 buttons. Again, Volvo C40 has lane assist too, but if you turn it off, it stays off forever. I thought they can't do that, but they did it. Another amazing thing in the C40. I love that car. Fingers crossed, Tesla is not allowed in here. Hey, I had Tesla news. I had 3 Tesla news, I think, or 2. That the Roadster, and there was something else. Is it true they put the best engineers and designers on the ID range? No, I think they put it on Trinity. The new stuff, the electric cars that will come not too long ago, far away. That's what I heard. We'll see. Travel assist will be for a fee to activate in 3.0. No, because for travel assist you also need hardware. You need a different steering wheel. And they told me, but I'm not sure. You also need a different control unit for travel assist. I know that with OBD11, with a few things, when you have the right steering wheel, you can turn on travel assist, but I don't know if it works as well because of the hardware missing. And if you want to use the whole swarm data and the self-parking and the parking assist, you need the sensors plus hardware in the car. So it's not just sensors, it's a different stuff in the car. I'm going to take my car back to Germany to fix all the issues. I don't know if in Germany they can fix it. When I got my ID3 and I went to the dealers, they were also like, huh, we haven't seen the car at all. Hope Netflix will come with 3.1 as well as other apps. I doubt it. I think Volkswagen does not want, I don't know yet, but I don't think the Volkswagen will go the exact same way as Tesla is. I don't know. Tesla Roadster is always 18 months away from being released, one of the great universal constants. I do have the hardware. Well, if you do have the hardware, why don't you have travel assist? I don't have the hardware. Hey everybody, I have a question about Cupra Born. Actually, the question is about the charging. Born gets the same charging power with this software. Born already has the same charging power. So The 58 kilowatt hour Born already charges like the new ID.3 with 3.0 with the middle battery. The big battery, I don't know. So when you get the Born with the 77 kilowatt hour battery, I don't know. Giga Shanghai still closed. Berlin need to work overtime. Yes. Yeah, I'm doing a what do I do? I'm test driving Tesla Model Y Performance on May 6th at 10 a.m. But there was something that maybe I can't make it. What was there? Something happened. What was it? May 6th. There's nothing in here. Huh. I have the Polestar 2 then. The single motor. Can't remember what. There was something that I thought of that I have to do there. We'll see. Yes, please. I want Netflix too. I would pay for possible travel assist on first edition cars. Yeah, me too. I would pay that too, but I know that the steering wheel has to be changed because it does the normal steering wheel doesn't have the sensors that you are steering, so travel assist knows that you're there. So if you activate travel assist, it will say the whole time, please touch the steering wheel, please touch the steering wheel, please touch the steering wheel, and that's a bit annoying. Do you know if TikTok app will be in 3.0? Of course, and Tinder. Jill, Germans have too much time off. I mean, they add Spotify and Tidal or Apple Music, so other apps aren't far away, I think. I think so too, but it will take its time. Nice. I was curious about 82 kilowatt pack top speed charging with new software. ID cars get 135 peak on the normal cars, and the GTX get 170. So many of them. What do you think about the Smart 1? I haven't looked at it in extreme detail, but it looks cool. It has a lot good specs. We'll see if it does that. Model Y performance power. Will you race against Walter? Don't need that. But so the normal Model 3 for me was a lot of power. The normal Model Y was okay, but not, oh my god, this is way too much power. So in the C40, the Volvo C40, it feels more power with the 300 kilowatt than in the normal Model Y. So the performance will be interesting. It was not activated when I bought the car. I don't know why, but the button is there in the steering wheel. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. Sorry to say that. I know that the steering wheel is important, and if you see the button, that's a good step, then it knows that. But I don't know if you need different hardware. But you can Google OBD11 and travel assist on ID.3 or ID.4, whatever you have, because I know that people have activated it with OBD11. If it works properly, and if you get in trouble, I don't know. When will the normal video about the 3-point software will come out? Hope 8K video. Of course 8K. I filmed it today. It's on the computer. I haven't edited yet. I'm guessing, I'm sure this week, but I don't know when. So like I said, I wanted to do the MG video today, but I guess not, because I forgot. So it will be tomorrow. So I'm hoping on Wednesday or so. We just did a road trip. Almost every EV owner thinks higher power charging station will get the job done quicker. Fiat 500e keeping the 300 kilowatt station charger busy instead of 100 kilowatt, for example. Please inform people around your friends. Yeah, that's true. The problem is all about the country. So here in Germany, we don't have that. So we don't have 300 kilowatt chargers and then on the side is a 100 kilowatt charger. We don't have that. We have 350 Ionity and then all new chargers, high power chargers that are, hey Finnegan, that are being built right now. Do you want your chair? As always, you get your chair. And then on the side is maybe a 50 kilowatt one, but not more. So it's totally different. And that's why here you don't see that. So you don't have a 150 kilowatt charger beside 350 kilowatt chargers and so on. But you're totally right. Why should a Fiat 500e or even let's say a Zoe that can charge 50 kilowatt charge on Ionity, for example? I mean, they're allowed to. Nobody can tell them, hey, you're not allowed to. You can't do that. They can do whatever they want. There's no rule against it, but that's how it is. Then you can tell me in 6 months when you sell your Model Y, TikTok should be banned. It's an abomination. I never looked at it. I never looked at TikTok. Never in my life. I see when they copy it and then post it on Instagram or something, but I never was on TikTok. Tinder, cool. Is ID Light supported? Then it swipes to the left if you say no. Come on, Marty, just because you don't dance well. I heard that too. Oh my God. Do you know why the steering wheel in the ID is different than in the Golf? I really like the button for the steering wheel heater and the music and volume slider. Really don't like it in the ID. Well, they built a new car from the ground up and they just added a different steering wheel. That's just how it is. Also, one thing that's, by the way, great with the C40 is the change between speeds when you do cruise control. Adaptive cruise control on the country road in the C40 is amazing, and changing speed is so easy. In my ID3, I always have to swipe when I want to go from 80 to 130, for example, or even 100. Swipe, 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 or press. Here I have to press 2, but the button goes so easy up. The same as in the Skoda Enyaq. The thing on the side is whoop, 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 and you're there. I liked it a lot. But where were we? Tinder will skip ladies when you turn left and like them when you turn right. 100 people and only 40 likes. Yeah, that's true. 47 likes. But now 91 people are leaving. That's fine. I'm sure I will get 3-point update next year, ID3 family. I hope it will be, latest in the fall that everyone gets it. I hope they learn from 2.3 and have a different system that it works a bit better each time. Camping trip in Model Y soon, maybe. I love new in Europe, but charging speed is disappointing. They thought they would do better. Yeah, I thought they would update the car a bit. Maybe even give it 800 volt system, but I don't know, smaller battery or whatever. But for me, it looks like they barely updated anything. So I'm also a bit disappointed. It looks good, but I don't see the reason. Also in my ID3 I get max 50 kilowatt for charging, even if the charge is 225 kilowatt. Is this normal, even if it's 10%? No, that's not normal. Do you have the small battery, and did you not buy the 50 kilowatt, the 100 kilowatt charging? Because that's weird. You get only 50. Is it really cut off at 50 kilowatt, or is it 55 and sometimes 48 and then 59, 53? If it's exactly 50, then the software is wrong. You didn't get the 100 kilowatt option. If it's 58 or something, then the battery is cold. You need a warm battery then. Let's hack the computers of all infotainment system designers and move around everything in their computers so nothing is the same place when they start the computer. EMBW sometimes has 300 and 150 kilowatts though at Hellwig hardware shops. Yeah, here, like I said, rarely. That vodka is good. Damn autocorrect. All restaurants, hotels, etc. should get 3-phase power, which is only for customers, and penalty for non-paying people who try to use. Free chargers are pretty bad on a moment. Yeah, what I see at Aldi, where there's free 50 kilowatt chargers, so 3-phase power, so 11 kilowatt, I would never use at a restaurant or whatever if I'm not there for 3-4 hours. I'm not charging 1 hour for 11 kilowatt somewhere. The hassle, if there's no cable connected, if I have to get the cable out of the trunk, I would be like already, I'm not doing that. But free charging at Aldi, sometimes it's really close to a fight with people. Germans, if they get something for free, that's already cheaper than anyone else. They get really, I want to charge for free. Oh my God, it's really not good. Volkswagen reinvented the wheel literally. You seem to be a swipe expert, wondering why. I swipe a lot. At least with the test drives I did with a friend, I really liked the new steering wheel buttons. Also the touch control with climate was really good. I don't know what the car is about. Did you plan to change Walter? Well, my lease runs out in September 23. Then I need a new car. I can buy him, but I don't want to do that. But I have no idea what I would want to do. I would really like an ID3 convertible. Really? Ugh. I find it such a waste. They added V2L to Eniro. Why do they do that but not charging speed or capacity? They added a few things that for me I'm like, yeah, okay. It's 58 kilowatt hour battery. It's going up and down. No, but what I mean is it pinned at 50 kilowatt when you charge? So when you're charging at a charger at Ionity or whatever, do you see 50 kilowatt and not more, or do you see 52, then 55? I don't mean in one charging session. I mean, is it sometimes at 50, sometimes at 60, or is it really pinned always at 50? Who would buy Walter after all the punishment Chris has gotten it? Come on, he's famous. And right now, I would prefer to the ID3 that press car that I got. I still do. Is the 3.0 update coming to all the cars in the Volkswagen family, like the Born and Enyaq? Yes, it will come to every car. Not with all the same function, but the bottom will be the same. And there will be things that Enyaq and Born will get too, of course. But I don't know if it's... But battery heating and stuff like this will be the same. Have a nice day, sir. And all need to leave. Have a nice Easters. You too. Even with warm battery. Okay, when you're with warm battery, don't get 100 kilowatt, then there's something wrong. Did you test the battery temperature? So, do you have an OBD dongle and you can see the battery has to be at around 30 degrees to get 100 kilowatt. But even when you're at 10%, even at 20 degrees, you should get 70 kilowatt, not 50. It looks to me like you have the wrong software on there, that you got the car without the 100 kilowatt update. You have to pay for that. But I thought it's only the small battery. No, I think the middle battery can also be bought with just 50 kilowatt charging. Dutch are worse than German with free stuff. Doing a Germany road trip this summer. Do I need any other card than my Cupra Easy charging card, same as Volkswagen VCharge? Yes, you need EMBW. In Germany, EMBW or Maingau is the best thing. Because VCharge can be extremely... If you only do Ionity, then no. But if you want to charge somewhere else, VCharge can be extremely expensive. Walter will be parted out after being abused. Come on. Better infotainment, not so laggy, or worse? It feels the same. I filmed the starting process today, and I noticed that the climate control is faster up than in old software, but till everything is up, so navigation, trip meter and everything, it's the same. I don't see any difference. And they told me it's not possible anyways. They have a hardware in there, and of course the cheapest hardware possible, so the car is as cheap as possible, that it's enough power for running, but so you're driving and you need something, it's there right away. And I think I'm okay with the snappiness when the car is booted up. I'm totally fine with it. When I go into navigation, it works fine for me. But if you're booting up, then the hardware is too weak, and that's why it takes a bit. If you like grey interior, the uncleaned Walter will be perfect. It is already grey. Ha ha, it's dark grey and light grey. Hello, when is information on model year 23 usually revealed? I have no idea. I really don't know. I'm not an expert on this. Can go 52 or more, but rare. So if it doesn't do on 50, then it sounds more like the battery is cold. You should measure that. If it's really, that sounds weird. I always have 100 kilowatt. I have no problem with that. Do you maybe know if I get a Kennzeichenverstärker with the Glasny Manufaktur logo and so on when I collect the car in Dresden for free? You mean the plastic plate around it, where your thing is in there? I got mine, and the car dealer put his in there, but I don't know. I don't know if you can get that. Would you consider the ID3 GTR when it comes out, considering how much you like canning your ID3? There will be an ID3 GTX most likely, but it won't be my thing. Can you skip 3.0? Yes, but if you want 3.1, I'm pretty sure you need 3.0. But you can skip. You don't have to install that. If the problem is, well, right now it's easy. You just don't go to the dealership and get 2.4. But if you get 2.4, at some point your car will download 3.0. It will ask you to install. But if you don't want to install, you can always click away. That's annoying. Kennzeichenverstärker sounds so romantic. And I don't know what that is. So if you don't get 2.4, it's no problem. If you want 2.4, then it will be annoying not to get 3.0. Like I said, it will download it. The only other option would be if you disconnect your car from WeConnect ID, so you cannot use the app anymore. Or if you're always offline when you drive. That's the other thing. Then you can skip it. I can't imagine a higher performance ID3 is too far off, maybe for the facelift. I think they will do it, but not the way that I want to. They should go out and I know they build a car that sounds very promising to me, but I don't think they will get that car out to the public. Keeping on talking German to me, getting aroused. Yeah, that's what it is. I drive a Cupra Born company car and I got a Fastnet charging card. Am I able to use it in Germany? I have no idea with Fastnet in Germany. I guess so, when you use it on Fastnet, but there's not too many Fastnets here. I have no idea. On my ID3 20 degrees, I got 100 kilowatt. Mine, I didn't. I get 78 or 80 or something. I think it has to be a bit above 25. Applause, Volkswagen guys. What did they do? Going for food. Adios. Bye. Darren, have fun. The battery is definitely too cold. Try to drive full speed some kilometers before you charge. Do the YOLOing. So full acceleration, full regen, full acceleration, full regen. You do that 10 times. Oh, and again, if you have an OBD dongle, you can always check how the temperature is. It should be above 20 or 25. I issue network off on my ID. It's gone for a few days, then it appeared. Now happened again. You know why? I have no idea. A lot of people are always complaining that the car is offline. I never had that in my ID3. Never once. I don't know why that is. I had it that I drove somewhere where there was no internet available, and then the car showed me a warning where I don't have internet, but that it just didn't work. I don't have that. What I had was that there was an update of the WeConnect ID app last week, and then for a few hours I couldn't connect to the car, but then it got back. Enjoy your McDonald's, Darren. Nando's for the win. How is Cindy doing? Cindy is great. She's in bed right now. Yeah, what else can I say? She's doing good. I'm doing good. All is cool. I slowed down with YouTube a bit. It was a bit much. It stressed me out a bit too much a month ago, and now I'm coming down. And I think it's good for my head. So I was pushing myself a bit too much. So I was like, okay, I have to contact this person, I have to get this, I have to get this car early, so I have a lot of views, and I have to do this, and and I have to make the video like this. And I'm like, hey, calm down. You're still working. This is not your full-time job. And even then, you shouldn't stress yourself out that much. It's fine. You do what you want to do. And if you have a car for 2 weeks and it's too much for you, you don't do that one video. It's fine if you don't do that. You do a few videos. Don't do too much. Don't push yourself. And the same with having this thing there when you're watching TV or whatever. When you slowing going. How you say that? Turn off, whatever. Really to not look at the stats all the time. I had a phase where when I upload a video, every 10 minutes I looked how many views does it have now, what are the comments, oh there's a bad comment, I have to do this and and then I was doing that up to the I think this week, maybe not that much, but still a bit with the 3.0 live stream, and then the live stream was so horrible, it really devastated me. I wanted to show a lot of people the car and the 3.0 software, and they should ask their question, and then it was such horrible quality and everybody complained, and afterwards everybody complained. It devastated me a bit. Nothing I could do about it. I can drive somewhere else, but then I still don't know if it would work. I don't know why that is. Why the cell phone service was so horrible, even though full bars and I moved around and whatever. Oh, sweetheart. Yeah, but it was just hard on me, and because I thought this is a big thing, this is a lot of people would be interested, and since then I wouldn't say I didn't give up or anything, but I know it's not all in my powers, and I shouldn't stress out myself too much. That's it. Fine. It's okay. I did yo-yoing with 5% instead of charge. Temp went up fast. That's true. Everyone good. Cooling is good for channel 2. I don't know what that means. All fine. So Tesla burner will not have time to make video and opportunity to catch up. Pacing and social media disconnection, very important with content creation, but tough to do. Oh, sweetheart. Yeah. No, I noticed that I need that. Calm down. I mean, last year I remember when I did the degradation video on the ID3, I had press cars all the summer. I think from March to September I had press cars. And when you get a car, you know, a manufacturer is giving you a car, so you want to make a few videos, not just one. Because maybe this one video doesn't get a lot of views, and then the manufacturer thinks, why should I give that person another car? Nobody's watching the video. Let's leave that out, it costs money. So I stressed myself out a bit, and okay, you have to make this video, and you have to test this and see what this is like. I remember the time you were exhausted. Yeah, I was really exhausted that September. That was hard, and I think I was on the way now too, and then this live stream helped me a bit because it was out of my power. It wasn't a success at all. And there's nothing I can do about it, and like I said, it devastated me, but I got back up again. It's okay. What is the most important improvement in 3.0 in your opinion? For me personally, not a good question. For me personally, oh God. Hey Volkswagen people, you should quiet down right now. I should turn off now. For me personally, it's just the state of charge in the instrument cluster. Everything else is stuff that I don't use. I don't need profiles. The profiles are cool for people when two people are driving, and then settings, if you have memory seats, seating position change, the mirror change. So many things are changing, and that's cool if you use profiles. It should be done with the key like Tesla is doing. That would be even more fun, but that's how it is. It's not doing that. The higher charging power is good, but we'll see if this is really a big thing. I will see if from 10 to 80%, if it's just 2 minutes, then I don't care. But there's a lot of things in 3.0, but most of them are not important to me. That's the problem. For me, there's more things now with the what I said before, that I cannot zoom around in the map and then someone is complaining. Did you make profiles work for all settings? Not all settings, but most of them. For example, auto hold does not go with profiles. We tested it on a live stream. And I forgot to test if the head-up display settings is being saved. But a lot is saved, and that's good. Oh, the stream were good. Don't worry, Chris. No, the stream was horrible. Don't lie to me. Yeah, but 3.0, it has a lot of things. And then the two of the main parts that they advertise are for cars that are being built right now, and I think that's a bit of a kick in the butt for all us first movers and the people that bought the car and are awaiting new software. I think this should come. It's a great idea, but this should be pushed, you know, to 3.5 or something. Or just say new cars are coming that have a new function. I don't know, but not the new software has those two functions, but only new cars. Yeah, again, these are two things that I don't need. I don't need travel assist with Swarm Data. I would like to have travel assist. I say that. I should have, if I could have chosen to get that, but I didn't want the max. I didn't want the panoramic roof, and I didn't want the 20-inch wheels. 3.0 needed a fart mode. No, also not. We'll see what comes in the shop. Maybe there's something in there. But for example, if 3.0 will get a shop and then Spotify, I will not use that because I'm not using the data of the car. That costs money. So I have to use the data of the phone. So every time I get into the car, I have to turn the hotspot on the mobile phone on. But I can just connect the phone and it's Android Auto and I have Spotify and I have Google Maps. So again, that it's nothing I need or I would use. So 3.0 for me is not a big thing that for me personally that I need, but I can see that it's a good thing for a lot of people, but just not for me. That's just how it is. The battery heating is a great thing for normal use. For the battery heating is now being done in steps when the battery is cold. For testing, what I do is total crap because when I get an ID3 or ID4 or whatever to test and it's cold outside and I want to do a range test and the battery is not being heated up right now because it's doing it in steps, that means if I go somewhere and then do my range test or whatever, I have higher consumption because the battery is then being heated up at some point. And right now I know when I drive 20 minutes the battery will be warm and no battery heater anymore. So that was better for me for something like this. But as a daily use, of course, it makes way more sense. So that's fine. It's better to have a feature you don't use but could than to lack features you won't want but aren't available. It's true. Like I said, somebody asked me personally. That's just my thing. But again, the software is not for me alone. That's fine. I can have a different opinion and not use the new features. It's fine. So still no kilowatt displayed while charging. It's kilowatt, not kilowatt hour. Ha ha. No, it still says, it's different now. It says 8 kilometers each minute or then 300 kilometers each hour. Kilowatt display in the app, that's true. But who looks at the app the whole time? Yeah, it should be in the car. When it's in the app, why is it not in the car? Again, yeah. Speaking of, how many ID3 owners here have side sensors already? No one. I thought so too, that the facelift model year 22 in June would have the side sensors, but I've been informed cars that are being built right now, so for 2 months or so, will get the side sensors if you chose the assistant package or whatever they call. So no one here will have the side sensors right now. No one. 3.0 should have yoding sound or customizable honks. Yeah. Same shame, sounds like 3.0 mostly marketing augmented, actually useful for most. Yeah, I think it's useful for a lot of people, but not for me. The new sensors were from December 21, built onwards, I think, so the numbers of cars with them fitted will be minimal at best. I asked Volkswagen, they told me that it's starting right now, not even in December. Well, I still have to test before making opinion. For you guys, you know how to reach me. That's true. Always an extra word with Volkswagen. Why not just heat for HPC? Learning from Tesla means learning to win. I wouldn't want that either. But I want a button. MG Marvel R has a button to preheat the battery. I would love a button. It's okay that when I navigate to a charger that it's preheating, but I would like to have the opportunity to turn that off. That's just my opinion. Okay, everyone's different. My Polo has side sensors. That's cool. I pressed. What did you press? Like, oh, that's okay. What is it? We're already doing 70 minutes. Something like this. Any other thing, other questions? Otherwise, I will watch a bit TV tomorrow, day off. Woohoo! In a short week. Since I don't work on Friday anymore, I only have to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. That's the stuff. Cindy only works 2 times this week, Tuesday and Thursday. And I have no press card on Wednesday. I was scheduled to get a Ioniq 5 rear-wheel drive with the big battery this Wednesday, but the car was in an accident. I got the call on last week on Tuesday. Yeah, when the ID3 came, exactly then I got the call. So they will give me an Ioniq 5 with a small battery. I don't even know it was rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. I don't even know if there's an all-wheel drive with the small battery. But I will get it on the 26th, I think. So a week after that on Tuesday. And only for 9 days or so. They said they will send me the new, when you get a press car, you get a paper that says my name, and then you get this and this car with this package, feature package, blah blah blah, from here to there. I didn't get, and every time there's a change, they send you a new one, but I didn't get that. So next week is really no car, so I relax. I will drive with Walter a few times, and then the week after is the Ioniq 5. Then on the Friday of the 29th of April, I'm excited, is the ID Treffen. So that's a meeting of ID cars and 20 or 50? I think 50. 50 people will be there. And it is, I think 35 ID cars will be there. So ID3, ID4. And again, the frame rate. And we're gonna meet in Zwickau at the Volkswagen factory where they're building ID cars. Oh, that's too far. Yes. That will be fun. We'll look at the factory where cars are being built. I don't know if I can film in there. We'll see. I will meet a few Volkswagen people I haven't seen in a long time. And then in the convoy, all 35 cars will drive to Dresden, to the transparent factory, and we'll look at the factory there too. Then there's dinner and whatever. But I have to leave a bit early. I would say at around 5, because from Dresden home, it's 5 hours home. And the next morning I have to go somewhere else and test a different car that I have been invited to. So I'm excited about that. So it will be a busy weekend. And I will go. So I will go with Walter, of course, to the ID meeting. But then the next day I will take the Ioniq 5. And it's just 200 kilometers or so that I have to drive from home. But it's the opposite direction from Dresden, so I can't connect those two. And then, what's happening then? Any possibilities to get Renault Megane? Yes, Renault doesn't give me a press car anymore. They don't like me. But I'm in contact with a dealership that when they get the Megane, when they get a car to drive, I'll get it. And they said it right now it's scheduled for June. It's being delayed, but who knows? Maybe it's even further delay. We'll see. You should get the Kia EV6 GT after Walter in 2023. I would love to, but it's getting a bit expensive. Right when it started, it was 65,000 euros, I think. But you cannot order it right now, and I'm pretty sure it will be even more expensive. Next week, we'll make a 1,200 kilometer trip to Munich from Transylvania. That's cool. Enjoy it. Happy Easter all. Any possibility we did that? Do you have to show ID to get into the show? Yeah, and it was a good one. I have to be there with my ID3, and I'm more as a reporter there. So this costs money, but I have been invited to film everything and make advertising for the main ID meeting that is in September, and it's in Switzerland. So I will make a video about all the meeting and the factory and talk about the whole meeting. It's a great thing. Tuesday is EQS SUV launch, I think. Yes, it is. And Wednesday is BMW i7 launch as well. What's coming next? Yeah, Ioniq 5 has been moved. Then on, that's cool, on May 5th I get the Polestar 2. May 6th I drive the, how can I do this? May 6th I drive the, where am I? There am I. Tesla Model Y Performance in Regensburg. I haven't put that in. Model Y, just one day. Not all day, it's at 10 a.m. for an hour. Exactly. Save. Month. It's it, isn't it? Yeah, after the Polestar, I get the Volvo XC40 single motor. That will be interesting for 2 weeks. And after that, I get the Skoda Enyaq iV80X all-wheel drive. And then hopefully after that, I get an ID4 GTX or ID5 press car, something like that. I hope so that this will come at some point. I just saw a review of the Megane. I thought Volkswagen are in for some competition until I saw it was front-wheel drive. Yeah, that's not amazing. Sorry for stealing the Bahnhof. Well, then you're in the wrong place. Yeah, it's front-wheel drive, and there's still a lot of stuff in front. It doesn't look like it's an all-electric platform, even though it is. So it's not amazing, but that's okay. Well, I have to test it. Maybe I saw the car. I saw the Megane E-Tech in Munich at the motor show, and it looked good. God, I look like a hobo, huh? It looked good. The interior looked good. I like the instrument cluster and infotainment system. We'll see how it is and then when you really use it. Okay, but I think that's it for today. Thank you all for watching and being here and having questions. I will watch a bit of TV and go to bed and sleep a long time. Yeah, on Friday? What is today? Is today Sunday? Yes. On Friday I was okay, and then in the evening at night I ate like a maniac. I don't know why. I'm just a sick son of a bitch, and I ate a whole cake. There was a vegan pudding cake at Aldi, and I ate almost the whole thing, 90%. And then the next time I was so hungover from food, and I didn't feel well. I was dead tired. I couldn't sleep well, of course. But I had to do the test with the C40. I did that, and then the whole day I was just, so I slept really good. No, it was on Thursday. It doesn't matter. All day different. I slept then really good at night, and I slept today. Today that was good. So the test today was okay. I'm gotten back. I'm an addict. I'm a sugar addict. I try to get better, but I always lose. I'm horrible. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.